Was I planning on making a video today? No, God no, I was sleeping like a baby, dreaming of my Mustang, just waiting to go run over some crowds, and then I woke up and I realized it was 4 in the morning and I could not fall back asleep. I had been sleeping since 4 in the afternoon the previous day, so I figured 12 hours of sleep is enough. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give the people what they want, I'll make a video. So let's do it. Let's go ahead and make a quick little video. This one wasn't planned, so we'll do some Instagram clips, ones that you guys tagged me in. You guys want to hear what I have to say. If you guys want to support the channel, pick up some merch. Link in the description down below. Really helps out a lot. Mustang will be back tomorrow, which I'm super excited for. I realized it's Sunday right now. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive right in. First clip. I've talked about these style of clips before, and I just don't understand what the logic is behind these. You know what? Let's just go ahead and play the clip, and we'll talk about it afterwards. Now, the question I have with these clips, I've showed a couple of these in the past before, but who is this made for? Is this made just to try to fool like 12-year-olds and just be like, nah man, like flying Ferraris exist? First of all, I mean, that is some like lava coming out of your wheels. Those are some deep dish lava pans just holding up the Ferrari. Second of all, I mean, you can usually tell with like the really smooth camera movements that it's fake. And it also, I mean, it looks pretty realistic, as in like the car itself, but it just has that too much of a cartoony vibe with it. I mean, like you look at the car in the background with the different shading. Why am I talking about that? Who gives a shit about that? Who makes these? I want to get to the bottom of this. This is the conspiracy of 2019. There's someone out there making a bunch of fake car clips that no one will ever believe, and yet car pages left and right post them. Guys, is this real or fake? Comment down below. Share it, guys. Is this real or fake? Do you think flying Ferraris are the next big thing? I don't know why they would still have rubber tires and everything, but yeah, flying Ferraris, man, with rubber tires that don't do anything now. They would just melt. You know how much power it would take to make a Ferrari fly? It'd be a lot of power, and just to make it hover there and rotate like that, which wouldn't even be possible, the wheels would have to be moving and changing directions. You know, you guys know, I mean, come on, you guys have played video games. You know that flying just isn't that easy. The day Ferraris start flying is the day I publicly announce that Honda Civics are cool. I don't think you'll ever hear me say that, but once I see a Ferrari fly, then you know what? Sure, pigs must be flying too. Alright, here we go. Next post. It says, want to spice up your tires and add your own unique touch to them? Usually when a product says add your own unique touch, that means that it is so stupid that no one else would ever dare do it. So let's just go ahead and take a look at their unique touch. Alright, so I went ahead and muted the song because I didn't want to get copyrighted by some no-name company just because I was playing their shitty techno beat. So sadly, no, you're not going to hear the really shitty 2012-esque techno beat. But I don't think anyone, I've never, okay, you know what? I haven't been riding motorcycles that long, but I've seen a lot of motorcycles. You know, I go out and ride a lot, and I've never seen one dumbass with this. And I'm sure if he did do this, I'm sure if someone did do this, they'd be riding by themselves because they would not, their friends would not let them ride with them. That just looks stupid. I get the whole, you know, tire lettering. I get that. You know, kids do this all the time and it looks like shit because it's like super small writing and you can tell they easily just marked it in. It doesn't look like real tire lettering. It doesn't look like, you know, authentic shit. But, you know, coloring in your treads, I mean, it looks like you straight up just like rolled over some molten Crayola crayons. I mean, it looks like you straight up have like the wax stuck in between your treads. Like, that doesn't look cool. I mean, it could be useful. You know what? If I'm looking at it as like a technical standpoint, it's like, okay, it could be useful to see if your tires are wearing out. But it's not that much more useful. You could probably just tell from like 10 feet away. I guess if you're too lazy to go walk up to your bike, I guess. But it looks stupid. If it was like a safety thing, like it was reflective, then maybe, maybe I could see the logic behind it. Like, okay, it's reflective, they'll see you at night. I'm all for safety, okay? I don't want people to get in wrecks, okay? Motorcycle riding is one of the most dangerous things ever. And people, they have a hard time seeing you at night. I understand that. So if it was reflective, I can kind of understand that. But just coloring it in with like yellow or red, I think it looks stupid. And of course, it looks tacky. And once you start wearing out your tire anyway, it's going to just fall out. So, but do whatever you want. Go ahead. I'm sure some people like think it looks pretty cool, but at the same time, it just looks like, anyone can do this with a Sharpie. This has to be the single worst driveway to ever own a static, slammed, stanced car. I mean, what are you doing to yourself? This is like a diabetic owning a bakery that just makes, birthday cakes all day. You're killing yourself. I mean, but don't get me wrong. The bumper held its own, okay? That is one tough bumper. If you are a stanced boy, I mean, this should be an advertisement right here. Okay, look at this shit. It's completely folded in. And then just pops out like no tomorrow. It just pops out like it was nothing. And it wasn't even phased by that. I mean, you could probably throw this over that little bump at like 100 miles an hour, and that bumper would just take it. And then it's like this little wussy-ass driveway. Pff, get that shit out of here. It doesn't even phase me. There's no point in painting your bumper if it's going to keep folding. I understand that. I could say, well, his whole car is mixed match, blah, blah, blah. No, just make your whole car matte black just to match your bumper and it'll look fine. But because once you paint it, it's just going to crack and just peel off. No point. I see his logic behind that. I mean, if your bumper is being folded like a taco every morning, there's no point. But just the irony of having a driveway like this, I mean, it's ironic. It's super ironic. Throw out some wood blocks or something if you're going to paint it. I mean, you can drive over wood blocks all day, but damn, that is one tough bumper. All right, here we go. Another one of those stupid fake things. Let's take a look. Which one looks more real, this one or the other one? So I kind of want to try and get away with showing the music because they add in these cute little like robotic sounds, like as if it's like a Spy Kids movie, just like the really cliche, just like robotic arm moving sounds. And it's just funny. I mean, it's just like, dude, it's 2019. I don't think robots would make that noise. I mean, we would know by now. You see those little droids and all those little like drones left and right doing stuff. They don't make that type of noise. But what is the logic behind this? I feel like there's 1,000 easier ways to do this than to turn your car into Spider-Man and make him go up on the wall. Now, he did get the colors right for Spider-Man. If this was Spider-Man's car, I could completely see that. But I think both of these cars are fake. I don't think either of these cars are here in the shot. So you just gotta imagine how dumb the dude looked when he went and recorded a wall for about 30 minutes because he had to get the right shot. He had to make sure that it was the keeper right here. So he was legit just recording nothing. He was just recording this wall. And that was it. There are people probably walking by like, dude, that guy's fucking tripping, man. That guy's on something good. He's recording stuff that's not even there. He's like, bro, it's gonna be there in post, man. It's gonna be there. This one is a bit more, I don't know, they're both stupid. They're both bad. This one and the Ferrari one are bad. This one's a little bit more funny. When my buddy sent this one to me, I just started busting up like, dude, like people are going extra now. Like there's the ones where like you guys have seen them. The wheels get all big and they go around traffic and stuff like that. But this guy took it to the next level. And this literally has no use. Like think about this in the real world. Like imagine cars actually had this. How many times are you in this instance? At least here in SoCal, we don't really have too many buildings and alleys that we drive down, so we're not really ever in this scenario. So I can't really relate to this, but I'm sure if you were in New York and I can imagine now with Uber and everything, there's dumbasses that stop anywhere. So if you're trying to go around someone in New York and you got to go up the side of the building, go ahead. This seems like the car for you. So of course during the first half of the video they played some really stupid cliche song, so can't play it, of course, copyright. But this right here is the dumbest shit I've seen all day, okay? And it's like, it's gonna be a long day, but I can guarantee this is gonna be the dumbest thing I've seen all day. This right here is just the waste of a car. Now I'm starting to connect the dots more and more, okay? The more and more I see these FRSs, GT86s, BRZs, the more I see them like this, it starts to make sense. It's a really shitty car, okay? I mean, it's a slow, it looks cool, but it's slow. There's no point in ever driving it aggressive, so they go ahead and handicap themselves. No one's gonna want to race this guy. You can't call out this guy on a race. He's got about an inch of tire touching the ground. There's no point. There's no point in racing this guy, and there's no point in this guy ever going fast. So I get it. They made it, that's their excuse now. The car was already slow, but now they have no reason to actually drive it fast. So it completely makes sense. And of course, he's got some exhaust pipes sticking out the back to make it, you know, in case he gets a little lonely, they could work as some, you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't think I need to explain it any further than that, but it's all starting to make sense now. I know why GT86s are like this. I don't know why they don't just come factory like this. I mean, everyone and their mama does it anyway. It's not original anymore. It looks stupid, and, you know, scraping down the highway, it just doesn't sound like fun to me. Sorry, I have more than 3 brain cells, and it just doesn't sound like that much fun. I don't know why people still think this shit's cool, making your car look like Marty McFly's DeLorean, but not cool. Not cool at all. Finally, a post without any stupid techno music playing over it. Thank the Lord, baby Jesus. But you know what? I'm not hearing any scraping here. So is this guy really that low, or is he just doing it for the clout? I don't know. Maybe he has no idea what he's doing, because if you're gonna be cambered out, if you're gonna be hella flush, you need to be scraping your oil pan down the road. That GT86 knew what he was doing. This stupid minivan, on the other hand, has no idea apparently, because I'm not hearing any beautiful sounds of scraping. Maybe one here and there, but no, I want to hear your damn oil pan and your damn axles being grinded down to nothing. If you're gonna be low, you gotta be low. None of this high-low stuff, okay? I get you're in a minivan, and I get, you know, parts probably aren't that easy to get, but get out the angle grinder, cut down your springs, and make that bitch stay low. To be honest, I don't really mind when people do this to their minivans. Now hear me out. They don't really have that much of an option. If they're gonna stay in the car scene, they don't really have too many options here, okay? Are they gonna really go and drop an LS motor inside their minivan? No, I mean, that's just not practical. The whole point of the minivan is to get the family from point A to point B, and might as well look hella fly while doing it, am I right? So honestly, their only option is really to make it this like stancy show car. I mean, you could go and throw some wheels on your minivan, but this is kind of the only thing you can really do. I mean, you can throw aftermarket wheels on, sure, but it's not going to look right. If you go and do this and you get it, you kind of understand, like, ah, this guy's a camber boy. This guy's part of the camber squad. I understand now. This guy's cool. He might have, you know, made an accident and didn't pull out a couple times, which is why he has a minivan, but he's part of the camber squad, man. He'll always fit in. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this short little video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up, comment down below which post was your favorite. If you want to send me posts, send them to my Instagram at ___Drew Peacock. Pick up some merch to support the channel. Subscribe to join the Peacock flock. Hit the notification bell to flock to the videos with everyone else. And until next video, peace.